Hello and welcome back to the channel and another new course, and for the first time not one of mine, and we're going to play Loblolly Championship by Matty from Canada. We're going to play this with medium wins because I'm not a sadist and east, and I think this is quite a challenging course from what I remember. I have flown around it and play tested it a while back. But yeah, I wanted to feature one of Matty's courses because over the last however many months that we've been working on the beta version of this game, Matty's been the guy I kind of talk to almost daily about this and kind of working through various things. We were trying to figure out how to do stuff so that I could get ready for all the tutorials and things, giving each other feedback on the courses that we updated for 2K. And yeah, just it seemed nice to showcase his first main course on this. I say first main course, it's one of four. So he put together a Pinehurst Star Resort, and from that, what he went with was, um, well, as you can see, there's a large driving range, so that doesn't count on this. But then over here, I think we also have that's part of the range. Here we had a par three course, and I want to say somewhere over in this direction, there's a putting course as well, just through these trees that I think he's planning to release maybe tomorrow. So that's all playable. Then you've got the main course, which works its way around kind of inside, and a lake course over there, um, which you can guess the main feature. So yeah, Matty was the guy who kind of helped me through a load of the County Down stuff and Ferncliff and Shell Bay and all of those. And in return, I kind of pushed him to finally get this one out the door. Um, there's a lot you guys will enjoy, and I think the golf is really fun and just really good as well. It's a course that plays very well in this game, um, and kind of plays to his strengths as well, with lots of bunkers and interesting places and rollout, and it plays difficult in the right ways, I think, but also very playable for beginners. So we're going to go with this guy. Now we open with a short par four, just 400 yards. Very Pinehurst number two with the greens just rolling off everywhere, but like there's a lot of space on them as well. I think the Pinehurst turtlebacks are really hard to do right. Um, so yeah, you've got to be careful with how you're doing those. As ever, we've got some of the sounds on just because I think those add a little bit more to the realism for me. Can get a good view of this first green. We do have a full wedge in, which is ideal. We want to leave it below the hole, which means just a little bit past it and to the left, I think. That felt like a decent swing. Slight push, but that's absolutely okay. A little bit long. Yeah, we've got a decent uphill putt at it. As you can see, he's worked a lot with the weathering. There's still some of the older grasses in as well as a newer, this kind of spiky one, which he's used a lot. I haven't touched in this game yet, actually. I'll make it. Nah. Didn't give it enough. Still, par on the opening hole is absolutely fine. Nice cinematic camera showing us the second. We can see that falling into the right-hand bunker, so we want to give that a wide berth. That this green's nasty. It's very raised up, just deflecting a lot. We do want to be down the right-hand side to get away from that mound. It's a terrible swing. Might get away with it. I mean, the camera showed us. We knew where this was going. And like the way the ball rolls into bunkers now means that this green will work a lot. Well, this course will work a lot better than you thought, like, than we ever could have done in the past. I don't know how much you can tell by these images. Is that ball sitting down more, or is that just the default view? See how it flies out, I guess. No, it was sitting down. Okay. Now we can. It's probably coming up a little bit short, but that's doable. No, he'd hate me to use a tie spinner, so I kind of feel like I should. And yet this is kind of the I don't know if this is where I'd play it, but it is the right shot choice. Oh, I gave it a bit much. Oh, it leapt left. Got away with it, but not as expected. Okay, through that one. 3 was always one of my favourite holes visually. For being hypercritical, I think the camera moves a touch quickly for my taste there. We'll get used to cameras. They see sea of bunkers, but actually quite a bit of space to work in. Take driver over this way, or 3 wouldn't go that way. Green is very violent. I think we want driver. 455, yeah, we want driver. That's a good tee shot. Gotta say, on the legend difficulty settings, even with the golfer up at 99, it feels good hitting it straight. One thing I do think he's done really nicely that I would not have done so well is the weathering. So where it goes brown and the gradients and differences between them, I think looks really good on this. I tend to just go for a general overall weathering style rather than these harsher patches. For this course, this looks way better. Choked approach, maybe? Maybe that's the way. Oh. Not over there, it's not. It's going to be a... That stays up, it's a lightning putt. As it is, it's a pretty fast chip. Still, as long as we get it to there, it should just funnel down, I think. Stay. That's nice. I mean, this does feel like the kind of dicey nature of playing Pinehurst greens, of you are struggling to stay below the hole, and yeah, that's exactly where you want to be. But yeah, big broad slopes as well. A 4. Okay, well these slopes are all going to roll me into the bunker as well. So we want to hedge away from those. I think somewhere over here is good. I don't mind leaving it out left. Slowed up a little bit. That's fine. To be honest, I'm on these settings I'm always playing for level par, so I think this from a par 3 is just fine. Not bad look. Get in. What a putt that is. So yeah, my default archetype I went with was the greenskeeper because I figured I could boost power enough. And I hate sucking at putting. And I do feel like I make more of these than I do on any of the other builds I've had. Even when he was down at 65 or so, I still felt I was making way more. All right, on to 4, 5 even. R5, so we can potentially go back to back. 582, so possibly reachable. Hopefully, given the firmness. Need to hit a decent tee shot, and that's pretty good. Stayed away from the bunkers, because I don't think I needed to challenge them. Maybe could have been a tiny bit closer. Maybe I did need to challenge them, because I'm not getting over that. If I end up over there, then I'm dealing with that slope coming back down. I'm going to lay up, aren't I? I'm going to lay up with an 8 iron, and I hate everything about it, but it is the right decision. Sorry, it's a boring golf shot. We can blame Matty. Now, pitching wedge choked approach feels perfect. Just missed my spot. Still, I think if I was pitching from over there, I'd have struggled to get it much closer than this. I don't think it was the wrong decision, just poor execution. Here. That's going to need to turn a lot more. I was trying. Left it short. Can't believe I left it short. Good hole though. Now I know that's one that he worked through a couple of times and like it really got better for each time. And that's also worth noting. And like when you do see other people work through courses, you realise that everyone like the really good designers, they blow up a lot of holes and redo stuff because it's not like you might have the vision for it, but none of us nail it first time every time. Sometimes we do. I think this is one that works pretty damn well first time. There we go. Oh, there goes the email notification. Excellent. And then we've got just a short wedge into this, what, 482-yard hole. Admittedly, miles downhill. Really cool green side though, this one. It's kind of sat into the hillside, but also somehow still popped up. It's tricky to manage. That's a good shot. Sit now. Grab. Yeah. Still rolling forward a little bit, which plays to that firmness. I do wish we could go even firmer than we've got it, but oh, there's going to be some of those. And nearly another. Yeah, I would love it if they bumped the firmness to like, I don't know, 50% higher than we've already got it. Would be amazing for proper links courses, baked out Pinehurst sort of thing. Well, this is brutal. So you kind of got to roll it through there, but we're into the wind, which doesn't help. I think this is the club, right? The club, but I don't think that's the swing. Nope. I like how he's done the weathering on the green as well to show some of the higher points or more dried out. That's done really nicely as well. I know that's not like novel, but it's just done really well. Okay, chip to about here, I think, and then it's going to feed back round. Oh, completely missed my spot. Still, uphill putt's doable. Off the right, off the left even. Oh, it tried to move left at the end as well. Hey, hole 7. So another one that got some reworks, and this was one we talked about a bunch. It ended up being just playing off the green a bit more. One of the more boldly contoured on the course, certainly. We've got a couple of ways to get this one close. I don't think I want driver. 3-wood down this side should, as long as it sits, just too long. That opens it up a little bit. I think it's heavy rough. Stopping it just a little. Drop it back. When it's come back off this, there we go. That's working nicely. Use that backstop well. And again, because we're coming in from the left, we had way more of that able to use. It's nicely designed. It's like different hole locations, you would end up going right off that tee. Cool. On to the 9th. So you can see a little bit of a hog's back sort of feature in the fairway, this spine going through it and a low ridge, which complicates it a little bit. I think we can still hit hopefully straight down. That should be fine, right? Interested to see where it goes. Kick right, if anything. Again, love the way the weathering looks and the fact that we're not blinded by sunlight this time. I don't want to be too greedy. Pitching wedge there should be good. Did not want to go left. The one miss didn't have. Love that it's rolled into the bunker. Just as it should be. Okay, splash. I feel like I could leave a pick in there. But actually it's pretty good distance. Yeah, just in that not being a good swing and still ending up this close feels wrong. Shouldn't be that easy and up and down. Still, good front nine, 2 under. We'll take that. Where are we now? Coming over a dog leg of lots of bunkers. Okay. Kind of back down the other way. Okay, you want to place the outside of the dog leg. I reckon that bunker will see a load of action. So if you want to stay in the fairway, you're probably hugging this bunker really tight. Give it a go. That's pretty good. I just feel like the width of these fairways and where all the angles are, you're going to be able to play this no matter what your level of golfer. Feels like one of those courses. Like, some of mine are like that, but very much not all of them. That's a nice shot as well. This is textbook. Before he misses the putt. Nice little showcase of some of the terrain painting stuff he's done as well. And with the pine straw, like the surface weathering has been one really good thing. I haven't given this a shout out. If you look at little bunker paths, just work really nicely now. The way that native area just transitions into the maintained bunkers, I think looks really good as well. Just so much more variety that we can get now. Cool looks. Okay, and we've got a horrible short par 3 that is looking near impossible to get close to. Where is your miss? Long, probably. Not long and right, though. That's in a bunker. Or heavy rough. Possibly worse. Okay. Here. That's too much. It's gone. Oh, it stayed up. I was sure I was hitting... Ah, we had some space to play with as well. That feels like stealing one. So this approach shot was always my favourite look on the course from the moment he popped this one down. I don't think it's the best hole, but I think it's just a really nice open green site that looks great, and obviously I'm a sucker for good lighting. Love that drive. Reach the road. I'm going to try. Nice framing access road for next to no reason. Okay, another shorter approach in. Looks great. Just simplicity of that flag against up the horizon, one tree in front. Just love the composition on this one. Like, because we do a lot of... That's a terrible shot. We do a lot of overdoing things in video game golf, right? Where you're throwing everything at the player, and sometimes just everything being simple is really nice. Great pick shot. Might drop a shot here. Not feel comfortable with that, but... Oh. Squeeze the putt in. Didn't feel comfortable over that at all. Par 5. 2 par 5s to come. Okay. That looks... Got some space to work with. 648 yards. That'll do it. Matty loves his 3-shotters, so this does make some sense. Made it to here. And where are we going now? Okay. I don't want to play to here. Oh, and then pushed it into a bunker like an idiot. It might just snuck away from it. I got very lucky. All I was thinking was that I want to play a spinner. I just want to land it there, watch it do a couple of hops and check down. I think this is going to be great. And then it's just absolutely not because I missed my spot. What's so good about that shot? He had the slope and everything was going to work with it, and yeah. Oh well. Maybe a bit more. Not too bad. There we go. Happy with that. It's a good par, well earned. Nice looking approach. Okay, so shorter hole and uphill. I think the distance is going to be deceiving because I can't carry that bunker with how uphill it is. I can probably carry it here, but if there's any benefits doing that. I can drop way back, but then I'm taking wedge in. 3 wood's probably the play. Oh. Oh, we have lost it. Everything was going so well. Okay. Still fine. We're fine. We're fine. I have to do the fade, the draw lie, which I can't do. I hit the swing I needed to. Just nothing else. Didn't think about stance, anything, just, yeah, panicked. Go on. Oh, it's pretty damn good. Hold another par putt. I mean, I'm really happy with 3 under. Scrambling well. This feels like how I'd say how I'd imagine playing Pinehurst in real life. I'd never play anywhere near this well. But it feels like I'm having to scramble for everything and be really good around the greens. And play for the centre of greens. So it's going to be a 9-9. Down 27, so that's going 10 more, so that's landing about there. A little bit of wind. Yeah, need a good shot. Get a good shot. Part of the green. Love this look, by the way. A little bit of elevation, just in the middle of that back nine to break it up. And we have an uphill birdie putt. Up there. Oh, go on, keep going. At the line. It's okay. Now, 15 was one where I gave a little bit of feedback on early on, and Matty just ran with it. So it always had this bunker around about here. My only bit of advice was to tuck the green behind those trees. And there's still loads of space, but it just makes you hug this bit a little more. It makes that second shot really interesting. Hopefully we'll experience that. Oh, we might not. We're going in a bunker. Yep. Well, could be worse. Can't imagine I've got much of a lie with a 3-wood. I'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? End up in another bunker. Fine. That's absolutely okay. We're at the back of the green. Can hit just a normal approach shot. 13. That getting all the way there. Feels unlikely, but that feels like it's going to end up being too much. That's all right. Might not quite stay on that tier, but got something to go at. That's that last part. I'm just going to push it a little bit further. Nope. Didn't want to leave it short. So, par is good. 2 to go. 17 looks long. Is long. Pretty straight in front of you, though. Subtly bending fairway, but oh, we've gone a bit far out left. That's fine. Tree's not interfering. Tree is interfering. Thanks, Matty. My guy can't shot. I can't shot shape at all with my guy. That's his biggest weakness by a mile. Slash my biggest weakness as I structured him. But I didn't tend to. Oh, there's a great bunker shot. Using the slope beautifully. And hold the putt again. Did not think I was getting up and down from that one. But yeah, I kind of decided I was going to neglect shot shaping with all my skill points, so they've gone into just about everything else. Cool looking 18th, nice clubhouse in the backdrop. This will work. I mean, it does also, course feels very Pinehurst in style, but there's no, I mean, partly it's a reflection on Pinehurst as a course for me. Or number two, I don't really remember that many holes from it, if I'm honest, and so none of these feel like rip-offs or like exactly the same, which is a good thing. But it still feels like it's nailed the style. Yeah, part of the green is absolutely fine. 2 putt. Let's get out of here. Maybe even 1 putt. Don't feel like it's moving much. Oh, right. I mean, we were 3 on the cup in that, I think. Could have been 6. Still, I will take that. So that is Loblolly Championship. Like I say, give it a go. Give the Lakes course a go as well. That's a shorter, kind of quirkier version of it. I parred the course to death, but you've seen that it's happened in a variety of different ways. A lot of good scrambling, I think, which was kind of the most fun part. I think the short game in this game is really interesting. Um, but like I say, I'd see someone who is just a 65 overall golfer having a ton of fun hitting long irons into some of those greens. And you can pick up a few shots here and there. Looks like a really boring round when I look at it like that. Anyway, I'm planning on keeping this going as a little series of just hopping into courses where I like them and recording thoughts on them. Really, just more than anything, showcasing to you guys courses that I think you should go and play. So hopefully that is interesting for people, and if not, it'll be coming out anyway. Enjoy. See you again soon.